most definitely. I mean, me as a boxer, I have an opportunity each and every time I have an outing. You know, when I get in the ring, so many different things go through my head when I'm trying to adjust to my opponent, when I'm trying to time him, when I'm building up all the data that I need for him to set him up for that perfect punch. People don't understand, like with skills, it's a lot of things that come with skills. Not just the average one-on-one fundamental of throwing the jab, throwing the right hand, and falling behind the left hook. You know, it's so many different things, and that's why boxing is what it is. Styles make fights, and there'll always be the same. Styles make fights, but we all have to have different types of styles and abilities of doing things. So in this, you know, the first one, I showed. I was so excited. It was my time. You know, it was my time. I don't think a person will ever know what it feels like to compete against so many different sports in this country, knowing that boxing is not the top sport. And finally get you a date to yourself. You know, it was amazing. Have the first promotion. I came in with one arm. You know, I broke my hand in camp. I only had 12 weeks and 4 days to train. And that 12 weeks and 4 days, guess what? When that ran out, I was gonna be in the ring exact. And I didn't want to risk throwing my hand in camp. I said, at least if I bring it in the fight, I'm getting paid. But this time around, I'm in full health. I got both of my hands together. And with Deontay Wilder, I'm unpredictable, so you just don't know what's gonna happen. But I know when it comes, bam, baby, good night.
Thank you so much. And Tyson, for you, I know that you want probably a repeat of the last fight where you were sensational in the boxing element of it. Is that right? And then on top of that, the change in trainers, how will that help you execute that?
What can I say that Deontay Wilder hasn't always bored us to death with for the last 20 minutes? I'm going to sleep listening to him talking on about nothing. I'm just waiting to hear his point. He still hasn't got to the point after 7 minutes of talking. What am I going to do in the fight? I'm going to win. That's what I do. Deontay Wilder can make all the excuses he wants to make up in his own brain, his team, everybody can tell him, you won that fight, baby, you won that fight. But listen, as a fighting man, you know when you win and lose fights. Simple as. He lost the fight fair and square, he will lose the fight again fair and square. They had to rob a man who was out of the ring for a year, ballooned up 147 pounds, and he still couldn't beat him. They had to give him a bad decision in LA, you know, to get a victory for the so-called top bloke, top champion. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to give him a boxing lesson, I'm going to knock him out. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Why did I bring Sugar Hill in? Because I wanted to. Why do I keep switching trainers? Because I want to. You know, I'm a big believer in you never a finished article. You can always improve your game. You can always polish up again. You know, Wilder says he sticks with his team. Fair play to him. I'm one who likes to keep freshening things up now and again, and I do that regularly. That's what I do. So, you know, I'm training hard in the gym. I don't make excuses. It was what it was. I won fair and square, and it was what it was. We get to do it again. We get paid for the same thing twice. So I'm not complaining. You know, he's the man here making excuses. He broke his right hand. I only had 12 weeks and 4 days to train. 12 weeks! I can be ready for a fight in 2 weeks. I'm ready for a fight today. Never mind 12 weeks and 4 days. Fuck me. You know, there's no need for excuses. There's no need for problems. I've heard he's had the flu. I heard he broke his hand. I heard he was having problems. Oh, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Because when I get him in there again, I'm going to make him feel the fury. He will get it. I've never been as sure as anything in my whole life. As sure as I was this morning putting this suit on and putting my shoes on and having a wash and brushing my teeth. That's how sure I'm going to kick this motherfucker's ass all over that ring. 100%. He can't win. He's got a puncher's chance just like everybody else. He could barely land it last time. He landed 2-3 punches in the full fight. I'm much sharper now, match fit, coming off 12 good rounds. You know, been in training camp. I haven't had to lose any weight. I'm fine. I'm great. Ready to rumble right now. Hope he trains hard. Hope he goes to bed sleeping, thinking about me. If only I could land my right hand. You know, he's got out of jail a couple of times with that right hand in his last couple of fights. Like he said, people say to me, oh, he's lucky he gets away with this one shot. Like he just said, it ain't luck. He has to put it there. But this time, it won't be there. Because I'm going to be super slippery. I'm going to be like a goldfish in a goldfish bowl, swimming away. And that's it, you know, I'm not here to call him or run him down, because when I run him down, it only makes my victory look shitter on the night, doesn't it? So I want people to think he's the best puncher in history, the greatest boxer in history, longest reigning champion ever, the best there ever was. So when I beat him February 22nd, then it makes my victory look even sweeter. But when I really face facts, when I beat Deontay Wilder, I've just beat another bare bum in the shower with a pair of boxing gloves on. Just another tick on the record, another man in the street. That's all he is. He's another person to me. Make some numbers. The Tyson Fury Roadshow continues, and who knows where it will end next. It might be Tokyo, it might be Rome, it might be anywhere. Next stop, Las Vegas. Keep watching.
Deontay over here. This will be your third rematch. You had one with Berman Stavern, Luis Ortiz, and now Fury. Fury has not had a rematch. So what do you think? What do you make of the fact that you can see and prepare for an opponent the second time, and he hasn't had that opportunity yet?
I have had the opportunity. I have had a rematch before, twice. Get your boxing back straight, Mosh. Come on.
He's aggravated, don't mind him. You know, in rematches, I'm always better than I was the first time because of what I've seen in the ring and what I've experienced with my opponent. So the second time around, the preparation is a little bit easier because we understand what are they trying to do. I'm very smart. My IQ in the ring is very, very high, you know, and that's why I'm able to set guys up like I'm able to set them up and then get rid of them in the devastating fashion that I get rid of them in. With him, I know everything he want to do. He gave me 100% of him. No matter what he may say, no matter if he got off the couch or whatever, he did the right things to get himself back into shape with all the things that was going on. Of course, every fighter that faced me get in tip-top A++ shape because they understand the dangers that they're putting themselves in. They're putting their body in. You know, this is real life right here. When you boxing is real life. We're actually putting our lives on the line, and he understands that. So, with that being said, everything that he wants to do, I'm going to diffuse it. Everything he's trying to, that herky-jerky stuff and trying to win rounds, at the end of the round, sticking his long tongue out and shaking his bald head, that shit ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm looking forward to the rematch. We know that when I talk and say things, things actually happen. We know when he talks, you know, it's just only just to talk, to entertain, to try to get a couple of jokes and laughs in and stuff like that. But February 22nd, when that bell rings, it ain't no joke about that.
Thank you.
Quick question for Deontay Wilder first. Have you been able to recreate Tyson's movement in the gym? And what did you learn from the first fight about what you have to do to counteract that?
Well, we've got a lot of great guys that come in and out of there, and they use the herky-jerky stuff, the feints and all that, and different things like that. You know, we're bringing different guys at different heights in, you know, that can give me different looks for sure. What was that second question you were saying?
I was just saying, what did you learn from the first fight? What do you need to do to stop him from getting away?
For the first fight, just being more calmer. You know, you're going to see a much more calmer and patient Wilder this time, just like you've seen in the Ortiz. You know, a lot of people didn't understand what I was doing, you know, and when you're blessed with power, you know, you're not worried about rounds and different things like that. The object of boxing is to win, not just to win rounds, but to win, and I wins. And I do it in a devastating fashion. I do it in a fashion in which you guys get dressed to come and see. Y'all not coming to see a heavyweight go 12 rounds talking about skills and wheels and paying bills. You come to see him get knocked out. That's what you come to see because you most likely have things planned, you know, after that you want to go see. So when it's a good night, hey, you say thank you, Deontay. You go on about your business and handle what you got to do that night. But I'm more than prepared. Like he said, he's ready right now. I am too, and I can say it with a smile. I'm in a happy place in my life. I'm very happy. I'm blessed. My family is blessed, and I'm looking forward to this rematch. You know, this is the settle the talk. You know, winner takes all right here, and I can't wait. Trust me, he's getting knocked out.
Thank you. I just one for Tyson. Tyson, I've seen you working with George Lockhart, the nutritionist. Why did you decide to bring George into your camp, and what difference is he making to the work that you're doing at the moment?
Yeah, I brought George in. He's helping with my nutrition. Seems a really good guy. I'm eating more than I've ever ate before, and training good, and everything's going really well. No injuries, and training camp's going quite well. I've only just started training camp like 10 days ago. So yeah, I can't complain. I never have any excuses. The only thing that I'd hope to do before I get to the fight is come to it injury-free. And that's usually what any boxer can only ask for, to enter the ring injury-free. And then it's down to us then on the night, who wants it more, and who's willing to go home as a loser and as a second place person. But listening to Deontay for the last half an hour, 1 minute he says I made up this title of lineal championships, and then he keeps talking about he's going to walk away with them all. So which is it? Have I made it up, and is it fake, or is it an official title? Anyone who knows boxing knows the lineage of the heavyweight division goes back to the days of John L. Sullivan, right up to the way to me today, Tyson Fury. All this talk of the lineal ship, be gone after me and whatever. If he beats me, he'd be being a lineal heavyweight champion of the world, which means he's the best of his era. And every era there's the best, and I'm the current best lineal champion of my era. I took that title from Vladimir Klitschko, 28th of November 2015. Nobody disputed that Vladimir was the best of the day, and I inherited that title off him. So until somebody beats me, I'm still a lineal champion, and still it exists. I actually set a massive precedent when it comes to titles, because it was the first time in history that the lineal championship had ever split from the Ring Magazine championship. And I spoke to Ring Magazine guys today, and they're quite delighted that the Ring and the lineal will be put back together after a 3-year, 4-year layoff. So yeah, it's going to be a fantastic night. Deontay Wilder is going to come in, and like he said, he's going to be more patient and more relaxed, and whatever he's going to do, try to land that right hand. Of course, that's his best weapon, big right hand, knock me out, whatever. And it's my job not to let him do that. And the fact of the matter is, I'm not going to dress it up, I'm going to speak the honest truth. If I'm stupid enough to get hit by that big stupid right hand, then I deserve knocking out. And he will knock anybody out. As we saw, he hit me with it twice, and bam, I hit the floor twice. But it's not how you hit the floor, it's how you get back up and respond. And he knows he ain't messing with no quitter, no shithouse here. I'm a fighting man. And the late great Brendan Ingle once said, to beat Tyson Fury, you have to nail him to the fucking canvas. And that's what this little skinny-legged super noodle will have to do, nail him to the canvas. And if he can't do that, I'm going to eat him up. This time it's going to be different. He thinks they're going to come out irking and jerking, as Eddie Hearn says. Everyone's took that style now. The irky-jerky style of Tyson Fury. It made it famous. I'm not looking for irky-jerky. I want him to meet me dead in the centre of the ring. Let's have a slugfest. Best man stands up, loser goes down. I got 20 knockouts out of 29 wins. He knows he was rocked 3 or 4 times in that fight. But I never had the gas to finish him. I'll be honest and truthful. I didn't have the gas after the layoff, after all the weight loss. I never had the gas to put my foot down. This time I can turn that screwdriver until he's gone. And I want to meet him head on. El mono, in the centre of the ring. Let's make it a Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler type fight. Best man stands, loser goes back and recruits. Back to the gym, back to the drawing board. I'll meet you, Deontay, in the middle of the ring, 22nd of February. I won't be running. You won't have to look anywhere for me. Just watch out for the right hands, because you're going to sleep in 2 rounds. 2 rounds, he's going down. I had a dream. I keep having the same dream about round 2. I'm playing poker all the time. I keep getting dealt number 2. It's definitely a thing. He's getting knocked out in 2 rounds, 100%. 2.